Okay, so now we're going to do the true or false. So that's going to be, let's see, 7 through 13. So I'm going to constantly use this image, the unit circle image, to do all the problems. Okay, number 7 says to do the sine of 5 pi over 6, and is it true or false that equals negative 1/2? So we first find 5 pi over 6, it's right there. Sine, remember, is the y value. Sine is the y value. Sine, think about it, is y over r, but r is 1 because it's the unit circle. So the y value of 5 pi over 6 is 1/2. Question number 7 said that equals negative 1/2. The negative is not positive, therefore number 7 is false. Okay, number 9, we have sine of 30 degrees minus cosine of 60 degrees equals 0. So when we're looking at this, are they equal? Well, let's find out. Sine of 30 degrees, remember sine is the y value. Here's 30 degrees, the y value is 1/2. So 1/2 minus, well, what's cosine of 60 degrees? Here's 60 degrees, cosine number is x. That's 1/2. 1/2 minus 1/2 is 0. That's true. Okay, for number 8, there is y equals sine of x. If you want to make that sine of x plus pi over 2, that is a shift to the left of pi over 2. So that's pi over 2. We shift everything left pi over 2, and you'll see what it looks like in a second. So the top one is y equals sine of x. This bottom one is y equals sine of x plus pi over 2. And we can actually continue this to go here. This would be at 2 pi. But if you think about it, cosine of x, y equals cosine of x, is that exact graph. Cosine of x starts in the top, ends in the top, has a period of 2 pi, amplitude of 1, so it's going to be the exact same thing. So number 8 is true. Y equals cosine of x is equal to y equals sine of x plus 1/2. Okay, number 10, negative 13 pi over 6, and it wants to know if it's in quadrant form. First of all, quadrants, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to find out where negative 13 pi over 6 is. Well, think about it. Negative 13 pi over 6, that is a little bigger than negative 2 pi. So that's going to go, negative direction is clockwise, so that right there is negative 2 pi. Well, what's left over when we do that? So negative 13 pi over 6 minus 2 pi, well, minus 2 pi is minus 12 pi over 6. So that gives me negative pi over 6. So now I'm going an additional pi over 6 in the negative direction. That would be right there. That is in the fourth quadrant, so yes or true for number 10. Okay, number 11 asks for coterminal angle, negative 5 pi over 3. And it asks if 2 pi over 3 is a coterminal angle. So remember, to find coterminal angles, you add 2 pi. Well, 2 pi with the denominator of 3 is 6 pi over 3. You add those up, you get pi over 3, not 2 pi over 3, therefore false. Number 12 asks you about cosecant. Well, cosecant is 1 over sine. It says asking if it's the reciprocal of cosine. Well, it's not. It's reciprocal of sine, so that's going to be false. 13 says, is 135 degrees equal to 3 pi over 4? That's in radians. Well, you do the conversion. So it's going to be 2 pi. No, it's just going to be easier if you do it 1 pi. So let's try that again. 135 times pi over 180. You could do 2 pi over 360. That's what I was considering, but that's assuming it's pi over 180, so you might as well do that. So when you do that, the degree labels cancel out. You're left with 135 over 180 of pi. So is that 2/3? Well, 5 goes into both of them. You can probably find a bigger one than that. 5 goes into 135 27 times, and 5 goes into 180 36 times. Well, then 3 goes into both of those. Actually, 9 goes into both. 9 goes into 27 3 times. 9 goes into 36 4 times. So 135 degrees equals 3 pi over 4, which is what it asks for. That is true. You could also see that on the unit circle.